Hello students of 10th standard, we have started the lesson Life Processes in Living Organism. Today we are going to see the next point of this lesson, that is nothing but living organism and energy production. So what I have told you about the living organisms. Living organisms are the organisms which shows the life processes, and energy production means what? There is a, you can say, production of the energy. So this point today we are going to study. See here, in living organism respectively, or you can say the living organisms, the respiration occurs at two levels. So what it is told here, in living organism the respiration occurs in two levels. So which are the levels here? The levels are nothing but body and the cellular level. So what does this sentence tells us? In living organism, the respiration is going to occur in two levels. Which are the two levels? The two levels are nothing but body and cellular level. See here, oxygen and carbon dioxide. What does this tells us? The carbon dioxide and oxygen are exchanged between body and surrounding in case of respiration. So we know in respiration process what happens? We are taking the air from the surrounding and we are absorbing the oxygen and letting out the carbon dioxide. This is nothing but the respiration process. We know that. So what it is done here? See here, the oxygen and carbon dioxide are exchanged between body and surrounding. That means the exchange occurs between the body and the surrounding in case of the respiration, and occurring at the body level. Where it is occurring? It is occurring at the body level. That means this respiration process is carried out in a body level. Then see, in case of a respiration at cellular level, what happens at the cellular level? What do you mean by cellular level? That means at the cell level. So what it happens here? Foodstuffs. Foodstuffs means what? The foodstuffs are the nutrients whichever we are eating. So they are oxidized. Oxidized means what? Here there is a addition of an oxygen, either with or without help of the oxygen. That means here foodstuffs are oxidized with the help of oxygen or without the help of the oxygen. Then see here, carbohydrates. So what are the carbohydrates? The carbohydrates gives us energy. So whatever we are taking in the form of a nutrients, that is nothing but the carbohydrates of the food that we consume every day are mainly utilized for production of energy required for daily need. So what we know, carbohydrates whichever we are consuming daily, that means whichever we are eating daily, they are mainly used, or you can say utilized, for the production of the energy, and this energy is given how much we need daily, or what is the daily need of the energy, that much we are getting it from the carbohydrates. Now see, this energy is obtained in the form of ATP. So ATP is nothing but an energy rich molecule. So what happens here? The energy whichever we get from the carbohydrates, it is stored in the form of the ATP. Then see, for this purpose, glucose, a type of a carbohydrate, is oxidized step by step. Now see here, glucose, which is nothing but one of the carbohydrate, it is used in the energy production. And how it is used? It is used in a step by step. How it is used or where it is used? It is used in the cells. So this is nothing but one of the cellular respiration. So why it is called as a cellular respiration? because it you can say it happens at the cell level. Cellular respiration occurs among the living organisms by two methods. Now see here, this cellular respiration, whichever is occurring in the body, it occurs in two methods. Those two methods are aerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is a respiration in which the oxygen is involved, or you can say where the oxygen takes part, and the anaerobic respiration is the respiration where the oxygen is not involved. In aerobic respiration, glucose is oxidized in 3 steps. So what does it mean? That aerobic respiration, glucose can be oxidized step by step, and there are 3 steps in this. Which are they? They are nothing but glycolysis, TCA cycle, that is nothing but tricarboxylic acid cycle, and electron transport chain. See here, the steps in oxidation of the, you can say, nutrients or the carbohydrates, they are done in the 3 steps that we are seeing. The first step is nothing but the glycolysis. So what does this process tells us? The process of the glycolysis occurs in a cytoplasm. Where does the process occurs? The process of the glycolysis occurs in the cytoplasm. A molecule of glucose is oxidized step by step in this process. So what is done? See here, the molecule of the glucose, it is oxidized step by step in this process, and two molecules of each, that is nothing but pyruvic acid, ATP, NADH2, that is nothing but nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, and that is nothing but water are formed. See here, what it is told, the process of the glycolysis occurs where? It occurs into the cytoplasm, and here molecule of glucose. So what it is told here, molecule of glucose is oxidized. So what is done with the molecule of the glucose? It is oxidized. How it is oxidized? It is oxidized step by step in the process, and two molecules of each. In the process, what it is done? The glucose is oxidized step by step, and this is done in this process. So how it is done? What is taken there? Two molecules of each are involved in this process. They are nothing but pyruvic acid, ATP, NADH2, that is nothing but nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide, and water are formed in this process. Then see, molecules of pyruvic acid formed in this process are converted into molecules of acetyl coenzyme A. So what it is done here? Molecules of pyruvic acid. Now what is that? The pyruvic acid is obtained in this process. We know that. Now these molecules of the pyruvic acid formed in this process, they are converted into molecules of an acetyl coenzyme. That is also called as a ACOA. Then see, two molecules of NADH2. What do we call NADH2? Nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. So here two molecules of NADH2 and two molecules of carbon dioxide are released in this process. So what is done? They are released in this process. The next steps comes, that is nothing but tricarboxylic acid cycle, which is also called as a TCA cycle. Then see here, both molecules of acetyl coenzyme, the acetyl coenzyme whichever are formed in the glycolysis process, these two molecules enter the mitochondria. So mitochondria is nothing but a power station of the cell. So these two molecules enter the, which two molecules? The molecules of the acetyl coenzyme enter the mitochondria. Then the cyclic chain of the reaction happens there or is created there, and that cyclic chain is called as a TCA cycle, and this is operated on it into the mitochondria. That means the process itself goes into the mitochondria only. Acetyl part of the acetyl coenzyme is completely oxidized through the, you can say, cyclic process of molecules, where CO2, H2O, NADH2, FADH2 are derived from this process.